You look so wonderful. You're like a breath of spring. You leave me speechless. I'm just like the birds. I'm filled with melody, but at a loss for words.
Hey, you know he ain't talking about me, huh?
Little grin of yours, that funny chin of yours, does so much to my heart.
It's Nat King Cole, ladies and gentlemen. Breathless. You leave me breathless. That's what he told his girl. That's what he told his girl. You know if I got Nat King Cole and we're breathless, we must be getting ready for Preservation Thursday. Nat King Cole bringing us in, ladies and gentlemen. What a song, what a song. What a great voice he was. Got some crazy things today to talk about. Man. I guess we have, this kills me. Guy gets done with a job working for Initial Secure. You're sitting down, right? Tell me you're sitting down, because if not, you're going to fall. This guy removed debris. When it was all said and done, $2.77 per cubic yard. When are you going to wake up, folks? When are you going to wake up and push back a little bit? Don't take much, just a little bit. You in that Richmond, Virginia area, Women at Work Incorporated, go look her up. She'll get you squared away. You know, the big news before we get to a couple other things going on here this week. GJT, I think that's a consulting, I don't know. Brandon got a little drug problem, I guess. He's put labor's money up his nose doing the cocaine. Oh, by the way, we're at another secret location. Get another studio set up. That's why you hear the echo in the background, so we don't have any sound equipment yet, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know, you feel for somebody when you hear, oh God, they got addicted to drugs. I don't feel for anybody. You can't get caught up. It's a bad thing. It's not a good thing, but I don't feel for them, and this is why. The person made a conscious decision to put whatever up his nose, to put whatever in his arm, however you're doing your drugs, don't make no difference. You make that decision to do drugs. We learned a long time ago, we learned back in the late 70s, you don't get to say, I was drunk when you run somebody over with your car, therefore it's not your fault. Especially in a case like a GJT Consulting, where daddy supervised his little offspring. Foreclosurepedia.org, ladies and gentlemen. Foreclosurepedia.org. Up to the minute fraud reporting. Got it going on over there. Look it up. I'll get a link in the description today. But GJT Consulting. It's a tough one because I got another one coming up. What is it? JCS or something? Or JCS. Preservation we'll be talking about in just a minute here. But of course, them and Five Brothers with their bogus illegal back charge scheme. If you don't show your hand on the door, they were gonna answer the door, man. It was me. But if you don't show your hand knocking on the door, they're gonna back charge you $100 on a $5 inspection. What, they bump their heads? People agreeing to it. That's how it happens. You enable them. Are you an enabler? You know I'm not. Let me see here. Jesse Ochoa is reporting that FFI Contracting Realty Trust Advisors, not paying labor, not paying their bills, people not getting paid, got them on the watch list. Heather Jean reports that Gary Buskirk of Dependable, there you go, Dependable GCS Preservation and Landscaping, got the same MO going here. We'll give you a couple checks, get some work done. Now all of a sudden they owe you $20,000, $30,000, and now they disappear, don't pay you, don't answer the phones. Don't answer the phones. FFI Contracting Realty Trust Advisors and Gary Buskirk owns Dependable GCS Preservation and Landscaping. Be on the lookout if they're trying to solicit you for work. They're third, fourth, fifth tier order mills, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Why would anybody be doing that? These people don't even have their own websites. How are you doing work if you can't research? If you can't research, it's very difficult, very difficult. I see William Hill has finally woke up. Been taking a long nap, William, taking a long nap. Just the other day, he announced AMI has changed their name to Inspect Q. Where you been for the last 6 months? We reported on this in November, man. But I just thought it was kind of funny, man. Yes, Inspect Q is aim your way. And here's the irony, the twisted twist, if you will. In November, as we're reporting, they're bankrupt. I can't remember the gal's name, Carol Georgia something, I don't know, man. But she bankrupted the company and sent an email out. Don't be surprised if we turn up with the new name. How many of you got paid? How many of you got paid by AIM after that email came out? I'm still waiting to hear from one vendor, from one impactor that calls themselves a contractor. I'm still waiting to hear from one. No link file, so I don't know. Since 2011, since 2011, ladies and gentlemen, I have been raising the independent contractor employee misclassification issue in the property preservation industry. I have people telling me I'm crazy. I have people telling me I don't understand law. I have people looking sideways at me as if I'm talking out the side of my neck. California, they agree with me. You're an employee. They have stepped up. Their employment agency, the EDD, they have stepped up and they're going straight at you. And guess what else? Are you licensed? Are you in compliance with all licensing laws? I'm going to say 90% of any MFS members are not. Are these companies licensed in your state, ladies and gentlemen? If they're not licensed in your state, if they are not properly licensed, if they are not in compliance with all laws and regulations like they demand you be, it's right there on the cheap employment contract you sign, and they tell you, you have to be compliant with everything. Oh, by the way, we want a background check. You give us $65. Now we need another $45 to do another one on you, and we got to send your information over here. And oh, by the way, we don't have a secure website to handle all your personal data. Anybody can come get it. It's no big deal, but just give us the money for the background check. Yeah, these folks, but yet they're not properly licensed. So my question today, labor, social media folk, whatever you want to call yourself, know-it-alls, I don't care, industry shills, for the most part is what I hear commenting. Why aren't you checking these companies out? If they're not licensed in your state, why aren't you pushing the issue? Oh, I don't want to raise any, I won't get any work. You're not getting paid for the work. What difference does it make if you have any work? That just don't make sense, folks. I'm sorry, that don't make sense. I would say this. I would say this. With all the turmoil in this industry right now, are you an employee or are you an independent contractor? Do you run a business or are you somebody's lackey? And that's a decision. You got to sit down and talk to yourself, talk to the rest of the people you're working with, and make on your own. I can't help you with that. But once you make that decision, then do the right thing. If you decide you're an employee, get lost, go find some place to punch a time card. If you decide, hey, you know what, I am a business person, we went through all this stuff, we're a legitimate business, start leasing property, start taking action to collect your money. Because this isn't, the stuff coming in is insane, ladies and gentlemen. It's just insane. Why don't everybody keep something in mind? Okay? Fannie Mae recruited Alliday LLC. Alliday LLC got FAS stuffed down their throat. Our company's QC policy was approved by Fannie Mae before FAS got stuffed down our throat. But I don't know what I'm talking about, do I? Yeah. I find it ironic that people will give their legal opinion. They'll give a legal opinion and theirs is right, but when I say the same thing for the last 7 years, mine's wrong. I'm not sure quite how that works. Maybe Triple G's buddy can tell us. But I did bring a smile to his face. He said it made him laugh. So there's me criticizing your legal knowledge because that little finger has forgotten more than you're ever going to absorb. Let's see what we got new going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got new going on. Well, there's $1 billion accounts. Let me see. What do we have going on there? Oh yeah, that was the. Nope, that's nothing new. Nothing new. Let's see what else we have here. We did get. That's Jesse Ochoa. So, aim your way is now inspect Q. That was a question by William Hill. And this was 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I don't understand how everybody's in social media, everybody's a know-it-all, everybody blah, 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 but how does that slip through the cracks? How does this guy come in and say, so I guess? How does the industry not know? Do you guys not share information? Do you have some little secret compartment in your fanny pack or something and you don't share information? That just doesn't make sense. It's all out there. The big issue right now, Ken Carroll, Les Steinberg, all these attorneys involved in the industry, protecting their client, which is what they're supposed to do. Problem is, they can't protect them no more. Cat's out the bag, isn't it, Mr. Carroll, Mr. Steinberg? Ain't doing your due diligence. You ain't making the order mills in compliance. And keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. If Fannie Mae, which is whom Mr. Carroll represents, he's the attorney for the company. If Fannie Mae isn't doing their job, if they're not auditing NFN, and Sherry, let me try my Jaguar while I rip you off not. They're not doing their job. They're not auditing. These companies have no surety bonds. Surety bond is how labor is guaranteed to get paid. That is what I don't get. Why everybody wants to be little bratty, snotty bitches, pardon my language, but they all these industry shills, oh, da, you know, it's okay, and that's not okay. I just don't get it. I mean, it dumbfounds me. Since 2007, when Eric Miller took over the reins of NAMFS, National Association of Management for Stealing, is what he turned the organization into, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he supervised, he orchestrated the whole pyramiding of the industry. It's been done under his supervision. It's been brought to his attention. He has done nothing to stop it. Think about it, think about it, think about it, and go pat the man on the back, because Sherry Knott, under his supervision, was able to steal your money. GJT Consulting was able to embezzle $1 million to stick up his nose, to snort cocaine, have parties, do whatever they want. What about Heather Berghorst? What about the booze checks? See, ladies and gentlemen, this has been going on for a long time. This isn't something new. It's a continuous, perpetual cycle, because it's a failed business model. When is everybody going to understand that you cannot outsource everything to the lowest bidder and be profitable? Fees are going down. Fees are going down. That's because they can't meet overhead behind them. They bid a crappy contract. But you're going to sign up. You're going to go get your money. Oh yeah, they're not going to do that to me, are they? But they do it. But they do it. It makes absolutely no sense to me how this happens. And I just love how people want to clown me while they're chasing their money. And I say that with all due respect to everybody that's given me grief this week about my commentary. You're the one chasing your money. You can't follow and pay attention to what's going on in social media. That's on you. You better learn, because the answers for you to go collect your money from NFN were published 6 months ago. So with all due respect, pay attention. It does. It baffles me how people just, that they want to give everybody shit, they want to clown, they want to be the authority, but yet, oh, how do I get my money? You get your money by acting like you're a business, go lean a property. I have been saying since 2010, I have been telling everybody in the industry the forced lien waiver is illegal. It cannot be done. It cannot be enforced. But oh, no, don't believe me. Believe somebody else that says the same thing. With Fannie Mae not performing the yearly audits like they're supposed to do, here's some irony. You pay taxes. Fannie Mae, government operation, taxes. HUD, taxes. You go out because you're the business, quote unquote. You invest all the money to get these properties done. Your taxes, think about this, your taxes are already paying for the work to be done, because that is what Fannie Mae is paying the bozos with that are taking your money. You pay twice. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not trying to be a comedian. But you want to get my stuff? You want to debase me? Have a blast. I'm not chasing money. You are. How you be? Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get out of here today. Short show, but tune in for Weekend Wrap, May 11th and 12th. Me and Wilson will be at this metaphysical fair. We're gonna go check some rocks and stuff out and see what's going on in the Springfield, Missouri area. Seeing those cardinals. The cardinals, that's a cool little bird, I gotta go, you know what? Seeing those cardinals, I see why they named a baseball team after them. It's a cool little bird, man. I've seen a few of them. On my way to go see a game. I gotta go catch a Cardinal Cubby game, you know that. I'm a baseball fan, folks. And don't forget, I want everybody to stop and think. I'm gonna go back over this just one more time. California, the state of California is auditing preservation companies for 2 reasons. You misclassified the employee situation. It's a misclassified employee. Licensing. And if you don't think this domino ain't going to go from California to Maine, you bumped your head. I'm telling you right now, every single company making money in a state is required to have a business license in said state. I don't make the law up, I just read it, and oh, by the way, I can interpret it too. Yeah, love the guys. Hey, don't stop with the emails. You got something to say? I don't care if it's good, bad, indifferent. I mean, come on with it. It's all fun. It's all a good time, ladies and gentlemen. I got to get out of here for today. Like what you hear, give us a thumbs up. Like I said, got the studio going on. It's going to get good. If you can help with a donation, help us out here, man. Keep the lights on. Subscribe to the station. That's how it works, folks. Subscribe to the station. You got information? Hit me up. We'll get it on. We'll get it out there. The biggest thing anybody can do. I know I clown a lot, and I jab the guys, and I do this and that. But in all fairness to these people that I do clown, they do share information. Just because I don't agree with them don't mean I don't appreciate their information. Y'all need to know that. Don't be afraid to share information. That's how this stops, because sooner or later people are going to say, hey, wait a minute, you got a bad name. We can't work with you. They're all NAMFS members. They got to stop, ladies and gentlemen. It's got to stop. Let's have a great day. Let's all be safe out there, huh?